Hey everybody, so you're gonna start off with some clean meat. Then you're gonna go in with some garlic powder, some adobo, black pepper, some Creole seasoning, and some onion powder. So now I'm just gonna add this stuff in real quick. It kind of is a lot of chicken, so that's why you need to be sneezing when you cook it. I'm just using a lot of onion and garlic powder. Can't never go wrong with that. So you're gonna come in with this big boy right here. All right, and now you're gonna mix that on up. All right, so now you're gonna mix this on up. And this could let you know if you need more seasoning or if everything looks okay. Just by the looks of it, you wanna make sure every piece is well coated because this is kind of a lot of chicken. This is 4 pounds of chicken. So by looking at this, I'm gonna add just a little bit more of everything just to make sure. Just by the looks of it. And it's not gonna be salty. And if you think it's gonna be salty, don't add that much on yours. But me over here, we like ours well seasoned. So yeah. And it don't be salty. If you know, you know. Put these bugs back on and get some mixing again. All right, that's a pretty good color because I am gonna add a little bit more Creole seasoning once I get to the next step. So a little of my chicken juice dripped all in there. So now you're gonna add this chicken on in there, just like so. And you're gonna spread it all out. Make sure they can overlap a little bit, but just make sure that they're not too overlapped. Because this chicken is not gonna take super long to cook. Then you are gonna go in with some Creole seasoning on top of that. So I'm just gonna season this a little, just a light coat. Nothing too crazy. And then I do add some Italian dressing. Sorry for the noise, that's my daughter. She is 3 months and yeah. And my son got the TV on, so sorry about that. Just try to ignore it as much as you can. So now you're just gonna put foil on it and then put it in the oven at 375. So now I'm just putting, you can go ahead. Putting this, and then I'm gonna take you guys with me to the oven. So I do have that in the oven now. I'm gonna let that sit with the foil on for about 20 minutes at 375. And then you're gonna take the foil off and let it finish cooking. All right, so I got my water boiling for my fresh green beans, and I'm going to take the chicken out and take the foil off like I said, like I promised. So it's been cooking for about 25 minutes. And now we're just gonna take this foil off to let it finish cooking and so to get some color on it. So that's what it's looking like. And then you're just gonna let that finish up. Okay, so now you're just gonna add the green beans in. And I let those cook in the water for about maybe like 5 minutes, and then I saute them. So be right back. So right now I'm just peeling the potatoes so we can make some good old mashed potatoes. I'll be back once I get these all peeled up. I got my potatoes all cleaned up. I'm gonna clean up my mess. And you can save these and like fry them for like little chips, little snacks. Or you could just throw them in the trash. So this is my potatoes. Now I'm gonna slice them just so they can cook a little faster. And so I can be done with this meal. No, I don't like that one. That cut. And the size really doesn't matter all like that. You just kind of want to make sure that you do cut them so you don't have to be waiting forever for them to cook. And you can either season your water with salt or just season them after. I think I am going to go ahead and season them after, just because, why not? And I'm gonna rinse this water one more time. So I'll be right back. All right, so now you're just gonna put that on. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this. All right, now you're just gonna let that cook. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my green beans out and saute them up. All right, y'all, so I did turn the oven off. I let that cook for about maybe another 25 minutes with the foil off. Now I'm gonna saute my green beans, and I'm gonna put some olive oil in there, kind of a lot. I'm gonna add some salt. This is a lot of green beans, so salt to taste. Season how you like to eat your food. A little lemon for freshness. You can use a fresh lemon, but I don't have a fresh lemon, so I'm using this. Just a little bit. That's good. And I think I want to go ahead and put some garlic powder as well in there. And I'm going to put the minced garlic in just a moment. So I did put some black pepper, and I'm going to add a little more garlic powder to this. This right here is really good, y'all. And they're already, excuse me, they're already really done because I boiled it first. So, ooh, I need some what is it, silicone one so I don't scratch up the bottom of my pan. I'm gonna look for like a wooden spoon because I do not want to scratch up the bottom of my pan. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and add the garlic in there, minced garlic. That's about enough, and a little more olive oil. I gotta go buy some more. I'm just gonna work that in there. And these green beans, once you eat them like this, you won't want to eat them out the jar or the can unless you are in a rush. Which 9 times out of 10, I'm in a rush, but my family prefers these just because they are so delicious, and yeah, they're easy to make. And that should be seasoned well. I put salt, I put garlic powder, I put real garlic, a little lemon. And let me see if my potatoes are done. Almost. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on super low because I don't want it to get too mushy. And then I'm gonna take my chicken out to show y'all that real quick. So here's how you want the chicken to look. Looks really, really good. Those pan juices, you can scoop that on top of the potatoes if you like. Alright, so for my mashed potatoes, I add butter, whipping cream, salt, pepper, of course. And then I'm gonna add some garlic powder. So I'm gonna start by adding this butter, and you can be generous with the butter so that it tastes bomb. And I do have kind of a lot of mashed potatoes, so that's why I love using this butter specifically for my mashed potatoes. Once you try it, you'll see why. So I am going to start adding a few seasonings in there. Like I said, I got a lot of mashed potatoes up in here. And I make mashed potatoes a lot, so I kind of know how much salt I need. And like I say, when you cook yours, add how much you and your family like. I'm going for what I use. I'm just using mine as a guide. I'm gonna add some garlic powder up in there, and then I'm gonna kind of mash these / mix it. Alright, I kind of almost got everything worked in there. They look dry right now, but once you add that heavy cream, they are going to be so creamy and just so good. You don't only need a little bit though. I'm going to add a little bit more. I will start by using a little bit with this, and then yeah, start with a little bit. Don't add a lot, because then you'll make it too milky looking and it just won't be. But just add it to your thickness. I don't like mine super watery, but I don't like them real dry like. I'll show y'all here in 1 second. So yeah, this is about the consistency that I like mine. Just like so. Homemade mashed potatoes. No pouch, no, none of that. And then here are my green beans again. I'm about to take out my chicken real quick. And then I will plate this up, and then I will show you guys how it looks in just a moment.